Hi, and welcome to the Clarity New Features and Supportability video series for Release 16.2.2. My name is Catherine Ellis, and I'm a Clarity Product Manager. In this video, I'll show you new improvements in the area of administration management. By controlling access to actions within Clarity, organizations can enhance security, reduce errors, and meet compliance standards effectively. Moving the Actions tabbed page from inside the Administration Attributes workspace into its own Administration tile workspace enhances access control and discoverability. This separation streamlines navigation and makes it easier for administrators to locate and manage actions effectively within the system. In the prior release, the administrator had access to manage actions when accessing the Attributes tile. Now, a new separate access right is required to manage the data from this page. The functionality remains the same as in the prior release, and this change only impacts how the administrator accesses the page. Let's go into the prior 16.2.1 release and see where this tab is located. When the administrator has access to the Attributes tiled workspace, the Actions tab is accessed here. Now let's go into 16.2.2. After upgrading to Release 16.2.2, the administrator has already granted access right for navigating to the new Actions tile. You'll also notice the Administration tiles workspace is enhanced with the ability to configure the tiles for better organization. Let's go into the Attributes workspace. You can see now that the Actions tab is no longer here. Let's go into the Actions workspace. This is where we can disable or secure some actions, such as the ability to import data from a CSV file. Let's disable the action completely from the Products Custom Investment Type workspace. Although we have disabled the action, it still appears while I'm in this session. Let's log out and back in again to see the update. Now you can see the only option is to export to CSV. The import action is no longer available. Let's look at another use case. By checking the Secure flag only without specifying any groups, this in effect produces the same outcome as disabling the action. Again, because I have updated the configuration, the change is not immediate in the same session. I'll log out and back in again. Now you can see the only option is to export to CSV. The import action is no longer available. Now let's add a group for which we know the administrator is a member of. Within this workspace, the only view option is to rack text, allowing you to see more information in the Access column. Let's log out and back in again to see the new configuration update. Now let's go back into this Action workspace and see some other new enhancements that are fully covered in other videos dedicated to these topics for Release 16.2.2. Another benefit to managing data in any grid introduced in this release is the conditional formatting options. Let's create a rule to highlight rows where the actions are secured. As you can see, there are many options available to create a conditional formatting rule. I'll create a second rule to highlight rows that are disabled. Now I'll save this new configuration in a personal view. In this release, anytime that a new view is created, it is automatically saved as a private view. After creating the new view, I then have the choice to share it with everyone or with groups. Thank you for your attention. Organizing and streamlining this workspace makes it easier to democratize access to perform administration activities.